Hello, Barca fans. I'm your host, Pedro, and you are now watching FC Barcelona Central. Before we start, please make sure you subscribe to the channel so I can reach all 400 million Barca fans worldwide. And we're fresh off an exciting 7-3 preseason victory against FC Seoul, a match that delivered incredible goals, standout performances, and plenty to discuss. From Lamine Yamal's electric play has a new number 10 to Andreas Christensen's statesman goal and their strategic move behind the scenes. We'll break it all down right here, right now. So let's give you all the news. All right, guys, let's break down the incredible 7-3 victory against FC Seoul in our second preseason match. This was a true spectacle showcasing the immense attacking talent in Hansi Flick's squad. The match was held at Seoul's World Club Stadium, which was almost completely full with 62,482 fans. The atmosphere was electric with fans cheering on Barca even during the warm-ups. You can see Blaugrana shirts all over the field. And I want to dive into some specific individual performances here. Flick fielded was very strong starting 11, similar to last season usual starters with Kunde, Araujo, Frankie De Jong, Olmo, and Lewandowski coming in. So for the individuals performances, I have Joan Garcia. Our goalkeeper had an opportunity again to showcase his talents, but he conceded 2 goals. Despite the opponent's goal potentially being offside, it is his third goal conceded. He had more work to do on his feet and on his hand. He could have done a little more in one of those goals, but this is what it was. Also, Kunde showed desire and looked physically sharper. He was caught off guard on the second goal, but did not shy away from his defensive assignments or attacking run. He focused more on his defensive duties than being, running or matching and being alongside Lamine Yamal. Araujo, he tried to be disciplined in setting off the offside trap, but was caught off guard on the ball. He'll need to fine tune those defensive mechanisms. Cubarsí, he faced more defensive pressure and tried to be attentive, always reliable in his ball distribution. Alejandro Balde, he's definitely getting into rhythm. He unleashed his speed and pushed forward, often delivering some dangerous crosses. Pedri, his vertical play and his deep passes were simply beautiful. Everybody benefited from his class and his game. He linked up well with Dani Olmo, Lewandowski, and Rafinha. Frankie de Jong, he was very comfortable and very on pressure, really. He moved the ball with elegance, distributing and as he passed the ball, always attentive to transitions, always offering himself to be available. Dani Olmo, very dangerous, a strong presence in Barca attacks, delivering dangerous passes and nearly scoring a goal himself. Rafinha was vertical, but he was also gaining some of his form back with some good runs, but did not attempt any shot at goal, something that he still needs to work on to get his machinery fully oiled. In the second half, they had a whole new starting 11. And I'll start with Hector 4. He was active on his defensive duties, showing some renewed energy. Christensen. Andreas Christensen had a day of vindication for him, showing his great composure. He scored a magnificent goal from 20 meters away from outside the box. It was a pretty good strike. A strike that once again showed his quality and desire to continue at Barcelona, despite being rumored as a transferable person due to the defensive overbooking and having only 1 year left in his contract without any renewal on the table. Christensen has made it clear internally and publicly that he has no intention of leaving. He is not listening to any offers from Europe or Saudi Arabia, so he knows that if he needs minutes, he will have them as a backup. Gerard Martin, Flick moved him into more of a central defender position. He not only defended cleanly, but also provided a very good goal assist. Jofre Torrent, meeting expectations very well. He looks like a future first star player, and he could be the very next La Masia gem. Gavi continuing his upward trajectory, moving effectively and scoring a goal after an amazing move that he did. When you see that one goal from him, I think it was the goal number let me check. I think that was goal number 6 for Barca. Yes, when he received the ball, he did that one move. He just kind of spun around. And he was facing the goal and hit it. That was perfect. I think it was Rafinha did that move once last year or twice. But Gavi pretty good. I think he's learning a lot from Pedri. I mean, I know they're almost the same age, but amazing. He was really good. Casado, solid in controlling the midfield, getting back from his form from last season. Rooney Bargi, he tried to impress but was not pretty precise. He was bold but made a passing error that troubled Chechny. Fermin, the pivot from Barca, for most all of the transition, he didn't quite show out. He seems natural. Marcus Rashford, starting from the left, he contributed with a powerful long-range shot and provided the goal assist for Ferran. He's definitely growing in the team and his passes between the lines, top notch. Ferran Torres was magnificent. He clearly showed Flick that he can be a great option as a striker, displaying his quality with runs, dribbling, shooting, and power. He bagged 2 goals. Pretty good. Well, pretty well positioned, very smart player, a lot of really high IQ. And the cousins, Tony Fernandez was pretty brave in his limited minutes. He showed flashes of his quality, and but he was denied by the goalkeeper. And his cousin, Guille Fernandez, he was hardworking, ensuring Barca's offensive productivity didn't drop and energized the back. This is my individual breakdown of the players. Let me know what your comments are in this. I have an idea of doing these individual performances for every single game. Let me know if you guys like it and I can deep dive a little bit more. I don't just want to say, oh, we won 7-3. These were the goals. I want to kind of go into depth with every single performance. I know I didn't really talk about Lamine Yamal, but I will talk about him now. For the player who really stole the show, especially in the first half, his first goal when the number 10 arrived in Seoul. Lamine Yamal, at just 18 years old, acted as a true leader during the first half, scoring 2 goals to put us on the path to victory. He left an iconic image on his celebration as he doubled it. I'm sorry, has anyone doubted him? And it was a declaration of intent. Wearing the shirt that plays tribute to Kobe Bryant, Lamine Yamal reasserted himself by beating his chest LeBron James style and putting the crown like King James. He made it clear that this season he wants to be the king of football, if he's not already so. The young winger started with swagger, playing daring, just like he says. He knows he's the star. He dominated the left flank. His first touch and his first croqueta sent the stadium going nuts. It was clear the crowd was Blaugrana, cheering his every move. His first goal came when he hit the post and Lewandowski converted the rebound, so he could have a hat trick in this game. Lamine then scored a second goal himself, a brilliant individual play from the edge of the box. The festival of Lamine Yamal was worth standing up and applauding him for the entire match. It was truly something special. But he had a minor mistake when he lost the ball that led to the goal of FC Seoul. But that error seems to catapult him to the next thing, which before halftime, he scored again. Launched by Dani Olmo, had a great cut and a calm finish. There was a specific hesitation there where he cut inside, hesitated for a split second, which gave him that small gap so he can strike it and put the ball behind the net. It was an incredible performance from our new number 10. He's truly the best player in the world right now, in my opinion. Now, finally, let's talk about transfer market, especially a strategic move by our sporting director, Deco. As expected, Bayern Munich ultimately signed Luis Diaz. The Colombian lands in Munich after the Bavarian club paid 70 million euros. For a brief moment, it seems that FC Barcelona was going to challenge the German giant for the Colombian attacker, but the reality was far from that. I wouldn't be honest if we call this a win-win, honestly, because internally, Luis Diaz was indeed the favorite to reinforce the left wing. The priority Fleet communicated to the sporting department is to take a leap in quality for this season. However, the board was aware that Liverpool would be almost impossible and that the Reds the demand will exceed what the Blaugrana club could afford. Just think about this. Barca was intending to make an effort to pay Nico Williams 58 million release clause, but the British club was asking for over 70 million euros. So that just simple was not reachable. It was unfeasible. This is where Deco, a strategic genius, comes in. He never neglected or deactivated the option on Marcus Rashford. The Blaugrana sporting director had a meeting at the end of May with Marcus' brother and his agent. The cards were laid on the table. The English striker always wanted to go to Barcelona no matter what, and he was willing to wait the necessary time. Flick and Barca were interested but needed to see how things will evolve with Nico Williams and Luis Diaz. With Rashford in the chamber and ready to do anything to wear the Blaugrana shirt, Deco kept that ace up his sleeve, a plan B or plan C, in case these two main options fail. And the Portuguese Brazilian was aware that this could play perfectly if it happened, that both options might not work out due to the club economic situations and potential registration problem. In Luis Diaz's case, it was the impossibility of competing with Bayern's financial muscle. Weeks passed, days passed, and everything led to reopening the Rashford option, which led Nico, which we had kept alive, and burning after the debacle of Nico, and then we couldn't sign Luis Diaz. And just a few days later, an operation was closed that benefited all parties. A United that did not count on the striker and wanted to free up his high salary, a Barcelona that missed out on his main plan, and the player who was desperate to wear the Blaugrana. Rashford recently stated that Fleet can make him a good footballer. And now, as expected, Bayer has officially paid 75 million for Luis Diaz. Interestingly enough, both Luis Diaz and our desired player and Rashford will be wearing the number 14. Barca gets one forward year younger than Luis Diaz, and if this doesn't work out, he can return where he came from. Or if it does work out, we can buy him for 30 million or less. A strategic move, to say the least, and a very interesting one. And finally, an update on Oriol Romeu. At 33 years old, Oriol Romeu could return to Girona this summer. According to Todd Costa from Catalunya Radio, this will be the midfielder's third time at the Girona team, having previously signed for them and spent last year on loan for them. The operation to proceed, Quique Carcel from Girona Sporting Director has reportedly have two conditions for this operation. First, the player must be leave for free by terminating his contract with Barcelona. And once that's achieved, Oriol Romeu will have to significantly lower his salary. Now, it is worth remembering that the midfielder did not travel to Asia with the team for the tour precisely to resolve his future in these weeks. For now, the situation has stalled, but the name of Girona has reappeared and continued to gain momentum. And Oriol Romeu's future could be resolved pretty soon. It looks like a move back to Girona could be beneficial for all parties involved. So, Culés, what a jam episode here. That was the little breakdown that I have from the 7-3 win. Our exciting win over FC Seoul with Lamine Yamal shining as a new number 10, to a strategic genius of Deco bringing Marcus Rashford to the club, and the ongoing saga and almost hopefully final resolution of Oriol Romeu potential departure. What are your favorite moments in the FC Seoul match? What do you think of Andreas Christensen's firm performance and staying? Are you excited about the strategic move? Is Deco making the right move? Is he a transfer genius? Please let me know your thoughts your ideas, your thoughts in the comments below. And for all breaking news, latest updates, and analysis, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single update. Until next time, and Visca Barça.